Alright, here's another battle report for my Chaos. I was playing against a demon guy. This guy is not one of my usual regular opponents, so this should be interesting. Going over the lists. It's 2,400 points, no special characters. This is the melee engagement scenario. For his demons, he brought the Bloodthirster, which in this one he started off the board. He got 6 Blood Crushers. I think it was 40 Bloodletters with a BSB Herald. Behind them we got 4 of the Flamers with a Herald of Tzeentch used in the Life lore. And then we got 40 or 30, I think it's 30 of both those two big units of Demonettes. And there was a Herald in the Demonettes as well. So the only unit that didn't have a Herald in it was the Blood Crushers. My list, which you've pretty much seen before, I got my Sorcerer Lord of Heavens. He's going with a Battle Standard Bearer with the Banner of the Gods, and 30 Marauders with great weapons. And I have 2 units of 18 Warriors of Tzeentch with shield. Just standard musician. 8 Ogres of Slaanesh with great weapons. Standard musician. My beautiful Shaggoth with additional hand weapon, and the Hell Cannon. 1 unit of Warriors and my Marauders with all my characters, including a level 2 Fire Wizard, started off the board. I won the turn to go first, so on to turn 1. Chaos turn 1, my stuff moves on the board. I wanted to use my Banner of the Gods effectively, so I held back with all my guys. It was a long charge for the Shaggoth to get to the Demonettes, so I wanted to wait. The Hell Cannon fired, went totally wide, and I had just enough dice to cast Comet of Cassadora. Love that spell. Went off irresistibly, and I lost some Marauders. I think I dimensionally cascaded, but I made my 4 better check for him to stay around. So that was it for Chaos turn 1. Okay, exciting turn for Deamons turn 1. Bloodthirster came on the board, flying as far as he could. He was successful in charging my Shaggoth with his Demonettes, and his Blood Crushers charged my Ogres. And then the Khorne guys went over to the right flank to see what they could do there. A comet did come down. The radius was big enough to hit. Wasn't big enough to hit the Blood Crushers, but it hit all the units, the 3 units in the center. So it killed a few guys there. He got off Throne of Vines, and I think that was it for the first turn. His Demonettes put a wound on my Shaggoth, but he won combat easily. The Blood Crushers caused a lot of death to the Ogres. Thanks to the Banner of the Gods, I was able to hold. So already that's paid off. And that was it for Demon's turn 1. Chaos turn 2. I sent my warriors in to help out the Shaggoth, and sent my other warriors in a flank charge against the Blood Crushers, hoping to free my unit there. Positioning my Marauders a little bit better to keep them out of combat. Magic was pretty uneventful, I think. I didn't have a lot of dice. I didn't have a lot of dice in any of my phases. But the Shaggoth in this turn killed the Herald with attacks. And then the Warriors did a whole bunch of damage, and Thunderstomp helped. So he lost a lot of Demonettes. He didn't do so good with his attacks on his Blood Crushers. The Warriors went first and I think killed 2 Blood Crushers. So he only had 3 left, and only put like 5 wounds on the Ogres. So, and then they got it down to, it was like just enough combat resolution to with the instability test to wipe him out. Then I just reformed to face. Hell Cannon fired again. He fired at the Bloodthirster, but it was wide. So, yeah, that's it for Chaos turn 2. Okay. Yeah, Deamons turn 2. Bloodletters and Bloodthirster charge into the Warriors. For magic, he regrew a whole bunch of Demonettes, trying to hold them off there. I think he tried for the toughness buff, but I kept dispelling that. And miraculously, the Warriors held. They lost combat by a few, but they actually made their break check on like a 4 or about there. The Warriors and the Shaggoth win combat again, but not enough. His Flamers fired at the Ogres, killing another one. And that's where it stood at the end of Demon's turn 2. Warriors turn 3. The Hell Cannon charged the flank of the Bloodthirster. It being toughness 6 with 6 wounds, I'm hoping it could last a little bit so I can get in better positioning. Magic was a bust, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I didn't get a lot of magic dice this entire game, so I think the most dice I ever got was 6. Almost all the Demonettes are gone. I think those 4 are the last ones remaining. The Herald's dead. I sent the Ogre in against the Bloodletters, trying to gain something. And I moved up my Marauders with the Banner of the Gods to make sure I had Stubborn on my Warriors. So that was my plan, to try to grind out some stuff. Okay, on to Demons. Demons turn 2. 3. Alright, Demons turn 3. Excuse me. Finally finished off the Demonettes. He Dwellers below my unit of Marauders, killing a whole bunch. He killed off my Ogre, killed a whole bunch of Warriors, still got a couple left. Yeah, I think I dispelled Throne of Vines on his Tzeentch Herald. Tzeentch Herald. And that's where it sits. Bloodthirster just wreaking havoc. Chaos turn 4. Made the nice long flank charge from my Warriors into his Bloodletters. I believe he actually ended up winning combat. Yeah, he killed off 2 Warriors, killed off some of my other Warriors. So that wasn't too good. Magic, I switched places with my caster so I could target his Flamers. With them separating out the wounds and having 2 wounds each, I wasn't very successful in actually killing anything, even though it was strength 6 hits, but he has a 4+ ward save. The Hell Cannon's barely hanging on against the Bloodthirster. Just trying to hold it up for a turn before he can go in and wreak more havoc. And yeah, that's end of Chaos turn 4. Alright, end of Demons turn 4. Apparently I got off Ice Shard Blizzard on them last round for the Bloodletters to give him -1 to hit, so that was good. I won combat there, but he didn't fail his break test by near enough. But I did kill a whole bunch of Bloodletters. Hell Cannon's still hanging on. I think he's got 1 wound left. And of course his Flamers hop around and shoot my Marauder unit. I'm down to rolling hit locations on him. So on to Demon turn. Sorry, that was Demon turn. This is Chaos turn 5. Did some moving around. Didn't want to send my Marauders in. Hope if I didn't break them, the Bloodthirster would come in and just destroy it. So trying to separate my units around. Put Shagath in another position to try to help out. Right now, yeah, so the Bloodthirster killed off the Hell Cannon and it turned to face the Shaggy. On to Demon turn 5, I believe. Demon turn 5, yeah, my warriors lost combat by 1 and broke and ran from the 2 remaining Bloodletters. Bloodthirster went over and killed the Shagath with ease, reformed to face, and he kept shooting at my guys but not doing any damage with his flamers. On to Chaos turn 6, final turn. Final top of the turn. Chaos turn 6, last turn. Warriors did rally. I desperate move to charge into his flamers. I know he's Municipality, you can't run. I'm hoping to just break him and overrun past the Bloodthirster. Yeah, that didn't happen. He made a lot of ward saves to stay alive. And I did cast Curse of the Midnight Wind in a bubble, so all of his units have to reroll 6s if they to hits, to wounds, and to armor saves in the next turn. So on to the final turn. Oh, apparently I didn't take the last picture. Basically, his Bloodthirster charged in, wiped out my characters, his Bloodletters. Yeah, or didn't. Actually, he didn't wipe out my characters. I challenged the Bloodthirster out with my BSB, and then I held with my guys. So overall, it was a win to the Deamons. A good solid win, about 500 points or so. Thanks for listening to another battle report, and hopefully have another one soonish.